Hello everybody and welcome to the moment I've been waiting for my entire 5 episodes so far. And that is, we've gotten rid of Aegislash. Aegislash is now in the Hall of Fame. This episode doesn't have any Hall of Fame contenders, I don't think. But that does mean that our OU Pokemon is gone now. And we still are pretty much stuck with an entire Little Cup team. Rhydon is NFE. I don't exactly know what that means, but I'm assuming it means that it's not good. And then we have Flick, which is UU, which is the highest tier we have at the moment. So we're going to go into some UU games today. And I have no idea what this tier is going to be like, especially in Gen 8. So let's get right into our first game of the episode, which is against a Galarian Weezing, that's the name. Rhinoculus, a Bronzor, a Gengar, a what is your name? Morpeko, and a Snorlax. Let's lead with Berta. Berta is the Rhydon. You're going to need to get used to the names a little bit. Just because of the Stealth Rocks, you are now a Fairy type. How does that impact me? I don't think that it does necessarily. I'm going to go for the Stealth Rocks here, even though you're... Okay, so you're going to set up Toxic Spikes. What is your ability going to be? Probably Levitate, I imagine. You're going to go for another Toxic Spikes. I probably do not outspeed. I'm going to go for what... You're clever. You're clever. Let's go for another Swords Dance. I mean, the burn is going to cripple me like big time, but it should do a lot of damage. Not enough. Not enough. I guess I'll just die. Okay, so that's Berta's start here. But we also do have a Defog user again, and he's immune to spikes. Not as much Stealth Rocks, but spikes. Definitely can defog. Probably should have waited until Weezing is dead to do that though. Now that I think about it. Probably should have. That probably would have been a good idea. I didn't do that. So instead let's go into Tox Baby. I didn't know what to name Toxel. I was like, Let's continue the legacy of Moon Baby, because Moon Baby did very, very well. Wait, did you get a flare boost? No. I don't think I did anything. No. I don't think I did anything. Wait a second, does a poison type absorbs toxic spikes? Oh my god, I forgot about that. That is entirely a thing. Why did I even send in you against a psychic type is the real question though. Let's power up punch, let's see what it does. It's a critical hit and it's 12%, that's ridiculously low. That's actually ridiculously low. Toxel might actually end up being like somewhat useful because I think it's got a decent moveset. One of these Pokemon, I think Toxel didn't have a recommended set on Smogon. So I make this one up myself, and I don't think it's that bad of a moveset. Or it's Drifloon. I think Drifloon also did not have a did not have a recommended moveset here. So yeah, we're just gonna switch out. I just have a very bad team to deal with here right now, I feel like. Maybe I just have a very bad team in general. Maybe I'm just very bad. That actually does seem like the most. Can I encore you into Calm Mind? I think I might be able to. I mean, it's not going to help me. I just realized that. But at least he's going to be anchored into it for a little while. And now I can paralyze him. Which would have been great if I had Prankster. But Prankster is not a possibility for Gen 8 yet. It's not been released. At least not on Purloin it is. So, Galarian Weezing. Okay, so I can stay in. I could stay in. But you're probably not going to use something that allows me to use Soccer Punch, I imagine. Actually, you probably have a Fairy type move. I don't know, that one thing, the Stream move you used before. Was it Fairy type? I'm just going to use Soccer Punch. It failed. I kind of figured the Toxic Spikes were coming. Kind of figured. Let's U-turn. Let's just U-turn. Into Hell Balloon. Paint Splits. So your moves are this. That one damaging move. Paint Split. Toxic Spikes. Did you set up the Reflect or did one of your teammates do that? I don't remember. I mean, I got rid of my own rocks, I'm aware, but his entry hazards were starting to be more, well, hazardous than mine. There's no way I outspeed you. I outspeed you by a lot. Still doesn't do shit. What? Why would you do that? Were you thinking? What were you thinking, honestly? Were you thinking I was gonna go into Solid Snake here? It's the only thing that makes any, like, logical sense whatsoever. I'm gonna stay and let Hell Balloon die. So this is what you see happens when you take a Little Cup team into UU. Also, Solid Snake, I should mention, is level 5. It should still kill. It still kills. Alright, we got a kill, boys. We got a kill, and it's on probably one of the worst Pokemon on the team. Probably is the worst Pokemon on the... Actually, I don't know. Maybe Hell Balloon is the worst. Maybe Tox Baby is the worst. I don't exactly know. What I do know is that I can't do shit against you. So, I guess we're going into Solid Snake here. Which can't deal a lot of damage, admittedly, because it's level 5. But it's also literally unkillable, I think. Parting Shot. That is a interesting move. It's exactly what it is. It's an interesting move. Okay, so now what do I do? Because this set I found on Smogon, which has Sturdy so it can't die, and Berry Juice so it heals. So this should, like, do some good stuff. But the damage doubles when you use it against a Dig user with Earthquake. Has that been the case always? I don't know that that's always been the case. I just got Earthquake, I guess. I mean, it literally does 1%. I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to do with this strategy is the thing. I looked at it and I was like, you know what? I kind of fucked up the Berry Juice strategy with... I guess it's just so that you can... Okay, so that's apparently not a signature move anymore. Okay. We can't go into Flick yet, is the thing. I can try to Power Punch you. I'm probably not going to do a lot, but I can try. I mean, I've got a Rest and Sleep Talk. I think that is a pretty decent set. And I do outspeed. But you're also just going to absolutely annihilate me. So let's Nuzzle instead. Just to get you paralyzed. That doesn't get me a point because it's a 100% paralysis chance, but at least it's paralyzed. Which makes 2 of his Pokemon paralyzed, which is allowed. It's only Sleep that isn't allowed, I think. Otherwise it just wouldn't have done it, I think, on Showdown. Okay, so the screen is gone. You can go into Flick and First Impression, whatever he wants to die. You can choose, but whatever you... Actually, the defense increase might... That is... That's a bulky boy. That's a bulky boy. It's a very bulky boy. I'm not a fan. I'll tell you that much. I'm really not a fan. Especially since everything I have left is physical. Or Solid Snake. Let's just see what Liquidation does. Not a lot. Fuck you! So, we just do this all day now? I mean, your defense dropped. Wait a second. 20%. That's a point for Flick! That's a point for Flick. So, eventually you're going to have a lower defense. Which means that... And you have his fucking leftovers as well. Eventually you'll die. The only question here being... there you go. The only question here being is, do I run out of PP first? And you're going to send me out with emergency exit now, which is fine because I can go into Kit Kat and I can encore you into something. Into Body Slam. That's actually not what I was hoping to do. Okay, don't know what I was trying to win there. Can't even take down the Snorlax. Okay, that was a horrible first game. That was an actually horrible first game. And you know what? My microphone is a little bit too loud. It seems like. So, okay, so how does this work now? Berry Juice was consumed. So, I get 3 turns in total. But actually 2 turns because I will outspeed nothing. I got a critical hit though. That's a point for Solid Snake. You're not gonna get. You're not gonna. No, you're not gonna survive this episode on a critical hit. You're not. You're not. On to game number 2. Hopefully, it won't be as much as a disaster as this. So far, OU, I liked it a lot more. Maybe because I had actually useful Pokemon in OU. Our second battle of the day is I still can't pronounce that thing, a Chandelier, a Mamoswine, a Colossal, a Braviary, and an Indeedee. We're gonna start with Solid Snake this time. Just to get off the Stealth Rock, and then I don't know why they would ever recommend damaging moves on this thing, because you see, this is going to be quad effective and stab. This is going to be the most damage Solid Snake will ever do against anything in Showdown. And you missed a Fire Spin, that's funny. It's 1%. Why? Why? I just want to die at this point. I mean, can I just keep enduring? Oh, it's a really good stalling Pokemon. That's why I need something with Toxic. If both Pokemon make it next episode, I've got a strategy. As of right now, though, I think Bertha would be the better option to go into here. You're level 5. Yeah, I noticed. My opponent also noticed. That's kind of the strategy. I just didn't understand the strategy until now. It's I think it's supposed to be a stalling Pokemon. And it's a really bitchy strategy. And I love it. I don't love it. If anybody else used it, I would be upset. I would be a little upset, to say the least. That's why I wanted to try it, right? I fucked up the Berry Juice strat with, oh, you're a shiny. And there's nothing I have against you. Okay, so it's rock, not ground. I know that there's a thing in Showdown. I looked it up for nothing. I looked that up for nothing. I didn't even check our speed stats. I need so much more coverage on my team as far as typings go. It's not even funny. There's way too many types that can do way too much damage to me. Yeah, I'm gonna get swept by a Pokemon that's not even setting up. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. Getting swept by Pokemon that don't set up. Guess Hell Balloon is at least getting a point for defogging here. That's the wrong fucking move. At least Aftermath did something. We're getting swept. We're getting swept. There's nothing we can do about it. I mean, I can first impression and at least kill this thing. So I guess technically speaking, we're not getting swept. Still, we're not having a very good time of it, are we? Just finish, mate. I just want this episode to be done, so one of my Pokemon can just go die in a hole. And Psychic Search. You're a Psychic type. And you outspeed me by a lot. But I can... Okay, let's do this. Let's do this, right? Because I can now... Sturdy is broken, so you're gonna kill Solid Snake. That's just fodder at this point. I can come in back. That triggers emergency exit. I didn't think entry hazards would trigger emergency exit. That's on me. That's on me. That's stupid. Stupid on my part. Because now when I send it back in, it's going to die. That's I would say GG, but that's a very bad game. Game number 3. Hopefully I won't be an idiot. Probably will be. Game number 3, we have a Hippowdon, an NDD, a Dual Blade. Huh, interesting. A Gengar, a Obstagoon. That is you. Huh, that's interesting. And a Milotic. Let's start with Berta again. I hope Solid Snake just gets fucking eliminated because it's a bad Pokemon. We can Stealth Rock you can Stealth Rock me. We both get a free turn of Stealth Rock. Then you're probably going to want to Earthquake me, so I'm going to go into Hell Balloon. But you're probably... Oh, am I going to go into Hell Balloon? It's a good question, actually. I think that's the only thing I can do, so I'll have to go into Hell Balloon. You Whirlwind! You're a very bulky Pokemon, in that case, probably. And I can't nuzzle you. Power Punch isn't going to do any, like, setup because you're going to Whirlwind me. Is the issue. Oh, you're a bitch. You're a bitch. You're not go. Okay, Sucker Punch isn't going to work because you're going to Whirlwind me. You can U-turn, but you're going to Whirlwind me. I fucking hate you. Let's go into Solid Snake. And back into Kit Kat we go. It's gonna be one of those matches. That's gonna be fun. I don't know. I'll just encore him just to be funny. Oh no, because you were never gonna use another move anyway, were you? Fuck off. At least the sandstorm subsided, and I can now liquidate you, or probably first impression you. Going into Milotic, it's not a poison type. It's not a poison type. I need to remember this is no, like... In a lot of hacks against the poison typing, it's not a poison type. Question is, why do you go into Milotic? You have to have a reason. You knew that Glacier Pod was out. You have Recover. That does a lot of damage for Leech Life. I need to remember, Leech Life, the reason I put it on here is actually because it's a good move these days. So... Yeah, I'm just gonna win this whenever I get a critical hit, is the thing. So just please stop doing this. Sooner or later I'm gonna get a critical hit and you're gonna die. Or min-max is gonna screw me and I'm gonna need 2 crits and that's going to be a very bad situation for me. So, you see, it's just a matter of persistence here. That is resisted. Yeah, that is indeed resisted. That is a very good point you bring up. And yeah, there is no way that I'm winning this episode. Or this battle. Or actually this episode at all. Because I haven't won any... I was going to say I haven't lost. That's funny. I can encore you into... I can't encore you into anything. Fuck. I was going to say I can encore you into... I was going to Thunder Wave you, but not apparently anymore. I hope you feel good about yourself. Because I don't. I want to get an Obstagoon. I really do. Seems like a fun set to run. Oh my fucking god, I hate my life! I need better Pokemon! I know that I'm not the best player out there to begin with, but this is just a horrible team. It not only is everything Little Cup, they also don't fucking synergize with each other whatsoever. This might actually be the worst team you can make for, like, anything. An emergency exit is a fucking annoying ability. Because I never want to switch out when I'm at 50% health. In the normal playthrough of the game, it's actually fairly, like, fun and useful. In competitive, it's the reason probably Flick is in UU and not an OU. I don't fucking know. Drifloon doesn't even use its berry, so acrobatics isn't going to get powered up. That was my whole idea. Use acrobatics, like, I'm going to get acrobatics. It's not going to matter because you're going to outspeed. I'm going to outspeed you. Okay, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. That was... Did I get 2 critical hits in a row? Wait a second. I did. Okay, so Hell Balloon isn't getting eliminated, like, at all. Which is fine. My god, you also have Slack Off. I might be fine. I won't be fine because you have leftovers. Okay, so is UU just like stall city? Is that what's going on here? UU just turned into stall city? Is that what this is, or am I just getting very unlucky and only facing shitlords? If anybody battling me is watching this, I respect you, but I also don't like you. I'm very aware that I probably could break through this with a little bit of a better team. And it's not necessarily a scum strategy, just I have nothing powerful enough to do anything about it. Or anything like good enough type-wise to do anything about it. And that's why this is taking forever. I might have preferred to be in OU. If this is what UU is, I think I prefer OU. Even with such a shitstorm of a team, it's mostly local Pokemon anyway. It's not gonna matter if I'm an OU or UU. Fuck off! Let's defog. Let's just get Hell Balloon a point. Let's secure the victory for Hell Balloon, at least. Why did you didn't need to slack off there? You're just wasting my time at this point. Using all the stealth rush. I mean, I can farm points at this point if I want to. Do I outspeed? Probably don't outspeed. I just want this suffering to be over. Let's go into Flick and let's just let him die because I can't get rid of Stealth Rocks anyway. I'm going to Onyx and I don't know, set up some of my own rocks. No, I can't because you're going to outspeed me. I can't just endure every single turn because it's just going to make this an even longer battle. Yeah, this won't outspeed either. So it's been a good game. Even though it really hasn't been. I'm fairly certain I'm getting multiple eliminations. I'm fairly certain I'm getting multiple eliminations. Let's go count up the points. A double elimination today. On the one hand, I am surprised that Kit Kat even made it this far. And on the other hand, I am very not surprised that Tox Baby just got absolutely destroyed. I'm kind of surprised though that Solid Snake managed to get points, and most of those points were because of critical hits and dying to critical hits, so I didn't lose any points. I'm very surprised that Flick got fairly close to being eliminated here today, which is scary, but also if Flick were eliminated, we could go down all the way to Little Cup. Might not be a bad thing. Let's generate our 2 new Pokemon, first of which is going to be a Dupe's Claws and... I don't know what tier you're in, but I feel like we might be going back to OU. And the second Pokemon is going to be a Fuck Off. at least our type coverage issues are being balanced out a little bit, I suppose.